tiredness all the time, this is for you. Listen up. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Halima. So today, as usual, I come on Sundays to share with you some tips and tricks and also some information about pregnancy, birth, and postpartum, and sometimes some preconception health and nutrition information as well. So today's topic is about fatigue. So last time I was on live and I was sharing a recipe and I got a question about fatigue. So I decided to just come on and share one or two that may help, inshallah. So if you find this video helpful, please don't forget to share it to others who are experiencing this, okay? And hopefully this video would be helpful to them as well. So fatigue is usually experienced during pregnancy in the first trimester of pregnancy or in the third trimester. Most women don't experience fatigue in the second trimester because it's usually the time when women experience their best blissful pregnancy moment. Okay, that is the time when a lot of the hormones is coming to optimal, is coming to balance, and then a baby is chilling out, it's taking its time to develop, and everything else has maybe started to steadily develop, right? Your baby is not really growing as much. It is just taking its time to produce some hormones and stuff like that in preparation for the third trimester and also the birth, the childbirth itself. The first stage of pregnancy, that's the first trimester, is usually when pregnancy is starting to develop. So hormones, the surge of hormones is like too much. It is like 200% coming up, right? Or even more sometimes. There's a lot of progesterone going up, a lot of estrogen going up, and everything else is changing in your body. So that is when morning sickness happens with some women. That is when fatigue happens with some women. That is when vomiting. That is when a whole lot of the pregnancy complaints and symptoms happens in some women. And then going to the third trimester is also the time when women experience fatigue, right? So it's the first trimester and then the third trimester. So the third trimester, what happens? That's when the baby is growing rapidly. There's a growth spurt happening. The baby is developing a whole lot of muscles to get ready for it to be born into the world, right? For the mama and the daddy and the family to see and honor them into the world, right? And bring them into the world, usher them into the world, right? So that is when a lot of things happen as well. And then there is little to no space, okay, between your organs and then where the baby sits, that's the uterus. So it's a lot more like you are not really eating enough. You are eating, but there is no space for you to like really digest the food enough. And then all of those things, if some women, if they don't pay attention to that, that is when there is nutrient depletion. That is when food goes in, but not enough. Nutrition is not really the key. It is always like the comfort. I want to eat because I want to feel good, and not really the nutrition. So this is the thing. If you are in that stage, right, of fatigue, of tiredness, you are not able to do anything else but just to sleep. Have grace for yourself, okay? This is something that you are doing. It is not that you are not doing anything. Your body is really in a very productive time that it can be ever. Your body is taking its time to do a whole lot of things. The baby is growing, your hormones are producing, Your body is also growing. Your body is also responding to the baby's cues and everything else. So give grace to yourself. Be graceful to yourself, and just enjoy. But there is also some time that fatigue is not normal. And there are a lot of things that you can do, because nowadays our life, the go, go, go life, will not allow you to just sit and chill out and relax and all of that, right? You want to get up and be productive, actively productive. So there are a lot of things that you can do. But before we get to the things that we can do, what are the things that may cause fatigue in the first place? So fatigue usually is caused in pregnancy, is usually because of pregnancy. And then on top of the pregnancy, usually is anemia, okay? That is when your iron levels is not at par, is not at the optimal. So it causes you to get tired. It causes you to be fatigued, right? And then also thyroid issues. Sometimes some women have thyroid issues. So that because our thyroid also helps to control the hormones that is in our body. So the thyroid issues may cause tiredness and fatigue. All right. And then also hormonal imbalances, because there's a lot of surge of hormones that is happening in your body. So too many hormones at once hitting at you up and down. So that might cause you to feel fatigued and tired, obviously, okay, because of pregnancy, and then also with everything else that is going on around you, and then also your nutrition. So if you are malnourishing yourself, okay, if you are malnourishing, if you are not really eating adequate nutrition, that also may cause you to feel fatigued and tired, okay? And then also nutrient depletion. That is if you are not prioritizing nutrition, you are only prioritizing filling your tummy, maybe too much calories and not adequate nutrition. That also causes that, because there are key nutrients that go in our body to help with tiredness, to help with fatigue, to help with the iron levels to go up, or B12 levels to go up. And coming to about the B12. So B12 also, that's the B vitamins, can also cause you to feel fatigue, because iron and B vitamins go hand in hand to help with energy boosting, okay, in our body. So if that is not at par or is not optimal, it may cause fatigue and tiredness, especially in pregnancy, okay? And then B12 is very, very important when you are pregnant, not only for you, but for the baby as well. Okay, with the brain development, with organ development, with energy, with a lot of stuff. And then also iron. Iron is also helpful with brain development as well. So that goes hand in hand. If the B12 is not adequate, that can cause a whole lot of issues. And then what else? When possibly you had a baby before, and you are now pregnant again, and you have not replenished. When you had a baby, your first pregnancy or your second pregnancy, you have not adequately replenished yourself, and then you went into pregnancy. So that may cause fatigue, that may cause nutrient depletion in your body, and then it can cause even fatigue and tiredness as well. All right, so these are the things that may cause, and then maybe some other stuff that I have not also mentioned, but a whole lot can cause that. And then your environment as well. How is your environment encouraging for like movement, for being active. So if your environment is not really encouraging, that may also cause that. And then some other stuff that is in your home or where you work at is not really, is making you to feel tired because of like things in the air, like the chemicals in cleaning supplies or the chemicals in your workplace or anything like that can cause you to really feel down. All right. So these are some of the things that can cause fatigue. All right. So what can you do? Things that you can take note of, that you can do to subside the feeling of fatigue if it is nothing else that is medical, that you have spoke with your doctor and your doctor has put notes to that. It is not really anything that is going on. It's just as a result of pregnancy. And then with all of these things that I mentioned, then yeah, there are some things that you can do. First is blood work. So make sure that your doctor, as you consulted with your doctor or your midwife or your doula with her support can assist you to know if you can request from your doctor or assist you to guide you on what to do if your doula is educated enough in that area, or your nutritionist. So the first thing is blood work. So blood work on your B12 levels and also your iron levels. So if you check that and your iron levels is not optimal, then there is a need for supplementation, proper supplementation, right? So your doctor would know what supplements you need, iron supplements you need to be able to get to the levels that is needed. And then also with the B12 as well, B12 is a B vitamin, okay? It's a water-soluble vitamin, so that is not really a huge concern. Even if you take too much, it is gonna just come through your body, do what it is supposed to do, and then comes out through your pee. All right, so, but it's very, very important. That is really important micronutrient that you need when you are pregnant, before even you become pregnant. You need B12 throughout your childbearing age. So B12 is important. So if you take the test, blood test, and everything else is corrected or is you and your doctor have solved that problem, or you know what is going on, then you start to take supplementation, or you supplement properly. But you can also do some other holistic stuff. And then what are those holistic stuff? You can also pay attention to your nutrition, your real food plan. How can you incorporate real food in your nutrition regimen? Okay, so it's not only that you can just eat and fill your tummy. Especially when you're pregnant, you need to pay attention to your nutrition, like I said earlier. So you have to make sure that all that you are eating, a lot of your food is nutrition focused. It is high in nutrition. It is not really like everything else that comes to make your tummy full, but it's high in nutrition. B12, it is high in iron. It is high in protein, especially because some protein foods help to optimize your iron levels as well. Okay, so some protein food help to optimize your iron levels as well. So make sure that you include complete protein. Complete protein would be your animal food products. Okay, those food products usually contain complete protein. They are bioavailable, and they are bioavailable because your body utilizes all the protein, all the amino acids that is needed for your body to function, okay, to build the muscle, to build the hormones, to build the enzymes. All right, and then incomplete protein are the plant protein, okay, the protein that we get from plant food. That is the beans, the legumes, the nuts, and the seeds. All right, so the complete protein would be the meat, the chicken, the fish, the eggs, especially eggs with the yolk, really have abundant choline, abundant protein, the amino complete protein that we need for our body. And then it has other nutrients that is really essential for you and for the baby especially. Okay. All right. So yes, coming to the nutrition again. So you make sure that your nutrition is on par, and then also you are not leaving yourself hungry all the time. You make sure that you are actually eating, even though it's hard sometimes to get up and do something, to get up and serve yourself, cook some food. You can ask somebody to help you do that if you have help. If not, there are a lot of ways you can get food that is geared towards your pregnancy stage, okay? That is geared towards your pregnancy stage. And there are websites like Meal Train, for instance. You can go there and get some family members to chip in here and there so that you can get adequate food for you to nourish yourself. Or there are also, for instance, I have a bundle that I serve women from their preconception stage, pregnancy, and also postpartum stage, that I can prep food meals for you that serve you at the stage that you are in. So if you are interested, please, you can email me at thenourished@gmail.com, and we can go from there. Or you can comment down below and then let me know, and then I can reach out to you, inshallah. All right. So from that, you can also incorporate exercise. In as much as it is hard, we know you are tired, you don't feel like doing anything, but exercise is really important during pregnancy. Why? First, because if you are planning to give birth through the physiological way, that is vaginally, you need to be prepared. Okay, so not only that, exercise helps with the fatigue, exercise helps with other stuff as well. So paying attention to the fatigue, or coming back to the fatigue, exercise helps tremendously because it helps to increase your mood. It helps to make you even happier. It helps you to move your body, that you feel like you are tired, you are dreading the day. The day is not is not really in favor of you. All right, so not really exercising as in lifting weights and jumping, and because jumping when you are pregnant is not recommended at all. You cannot jump when you are pregnant. But what exercise can you do that is safe? Walking, brisk walking is enough. Okay, 15 minutes to 20 minutes brisk walking is more than enough. When you do that, that can help. But if you're somebody who has been exercising before pregnancy and then now you are pregnant, exercise is such a good medicine for you for fatigue. Okay. So you can continue to exercise with the permission or with the consultation of your doctor, with the knowledge of your doctor. So you consult with your doctor tells you to continue to exercise just as you were doing before, then go for it. But then if you want to start when you are already pregnant, make sure you ask your doctor, you consult with your doctor, and then your doctor would approve it or not, or your midwife will approve it or not. Okay, but brisk walking is such a safe thing to do. You don't need to like really ask your doctor. You just brisk walk, get up, go outside and walk. And then whilst you walk, you also get the advantage of the sunlight. Okay, so the sun is gonna shine on you. The sun is gonna make you to feel good. Why? Because there is the potential of you getting vitamin D from the sunlight. So the sunlight, the sun rays helps with the synthesis of vitamin D in your body. So vitamin D is a hormone. It's actually not a vitamin. It's actually a hormone that is also called a feel-good hormone. Okay, it makes us to feel good. It makes us to feel happy. All right. And then it does a whole lot of things in our body as well. All right. So going out, brisk walking is excellent. You can do that in your home if going out is not even an option. But if going out is an option, going out brisk walking, and then also getting all the goodness from the sunlight is essential. It's really good. Something that can do wonders and help to minimize the feeling of fatigue when you are really into that. All right. Okay. So the next thing is also hydration. Hydration cannot be emphasized enough when you are pregnant. So hydration is very important. It's really important. Even if you are not experiencing fatigue, hydration is really important. But why does hydration sometimes cause fatigue? When you are dehydrated, that is when you are not drinking enough fluid, you are not drinking enough water, your blood pressure goes down. Okay, your blood pressure goes down. Once your blood pressure goes down, it makes you to not feel energized, and you don't feel like doing anything because your body really will feel like it doesn't have any energy to do anything, to be productive, right? So that is the issue with dehydration. Dehydration can cause problems with your blood pressure. And then dehydration as well can cause a whole lot of other issues with the baby as well, because the baby needs fluid to produce enough amniotic fluid in the body. So you need to drink enough water. Make sure that you are drinking not only water, but fluid that contains minerals. Okay, fluid that contains electrolytes like magnesium, potassium, and coconut water, for instance, has a whole bunch of minerals. Bone broth, like soup that has a whole bunch of vegetables, light soup, like we said, or bone broth has a whole bunch of minerals in it. And also the added benefit of collagen in bone broth helps to vitalize you and give you the boost of energy that you need. All right. So that is that with hydration. Okay. And then also with calories, make sure that you are eating enough. Like I said earlier, if you are eating enough, lack of food in your body makes you to feel lethargic and not feel adequate enough to be productive and to feel good, and you feel tired and fatigued. All right. But balancing your food makes you even feel better. So you make sure that the food that you are eating is a well-balanced meal. It does not spike up your blood sugar and then crashes it down all of a sudden, because that dysregulation of blood sugar also causes fatigue in your body. Okay, it causes a lot of fatigue feelings in your body. So you need to balance your blood sugar. So not able to balance your blood sugar causes all of those things and then some, right? So how do you balance your blood sugar? You make sure that your food contains adequate amount of protein, like I said earlier, adequate amount of protein, and then adequate amount of carbs, and make sure that your carbs is not all from refined carbs. It's really from complex carbs. Complex carbs are the carbs that are not stripped out from their bran or their outer shell. So like whole bread, for instance, and plantain, cassava, yam, sweet potatoes, and cooked rice that is overnight also has complex carbs in it. Even though it's white, when you cook white rice and you keep it for the next day, you refrigerate it and you eat it the next day, it acts like a complex carbs. Okay, it doesn't really spike up your blood sugar and then crashes it down all of a sudden. So you make sure that you know what you are putting in your body, and then enough fat. So a lot of the times we fear fat because when you are pregnant, it's like one of the inevitable things that happen. You will gain weight. When you are adequately nourishing yourself, you gain weight. Why? Because your body would definitely grow in the hormones that we mentioned. It will grow in muscles to make way for your growing uterus and your growing baby. It is growing your placenta as well, so it's making more muscles. Okay. And then the hormone changes because the hormones are made from protein, okay, and fat. So you need all of those things, and that comes into play to make all of that for you and for your baby. And even after pregnancy, your body is still making enough hormones, and it's still making enough enzymes, and it's still making enough a lot of things that your body, if you breastfeeding, your body is giving out to your baby. Even though when your baby is in your uterus, you are nourishing your baby within you. When the baby comes out, you are still nourishing your baby, even though the baby is not within you, but you still have to nourish your baby outside of you, right? So you pay attention to that as well. All right. So adequate amount of protein, adequate amount of fat. Don't fear fat. Make sure that you choose healthy fat that are good for you, from avocado oil to olive oil to the fish, omega-3 fatty acid from salmon and mackerel. All of those things are healthy fat. And then nuts and seeds have healthy fat as well. Don't go for the margarines and the man-made fats, or the fats or the oils that have gone through a whole lot of processing, and they are not really good for the body. All right. So that's it for nutrition. That's it for dehydration or hydration. And then also, I also want to mention that you can also try to eliminate as much as you can the stresses in your life. Okay, so as you feel like you are fatigued, you are tired, you might want to just say, okay, I'm fatigued, I'm tired, I'll pick up my phone and start mindlessly scrolling. That also causes fatigue. It causes your brain to be drained, because you are actively collecting informations without really processing them, and that makes your brain to work even harder and your body to even also work harder. All right, so that is a huge stressor in itself. So try as much as possible to limit the amount of time you use on devices, and also to limit the amount of time you spend at night. You spend at night doing that, and it stripes away your sleep pattern, and then also dysregulates your sleep pattern. It also makes you to feel like, okay, you have the high, and then it crashes the high down again when you are no more on the phone. All right, so try as much as possible to limit your screen time. Okay, and then also everything else that you feel like is a stressor. All right, you try to create boundaries. You try to create things that make you feel good. Maybe turning on some diffuser to make you feel a little like alive, like something good is happening around you. Okay, that helps as well. Okay, and then also for us Muslims, you can easily feel good when you turn on Quran playing in the background. So when you are doing anything, or you are just sitting down thinking about how you can come out from this fatigue and tiredness, Quran playing in the background is one of the easiest, cheapest, most spiritually uplifting way to help with your fatigue. So you can try that as well. Okay. And then also you are reaping the benefits of reciting Quran to your baby, because your baby would listen to the Quran as you are listening to the Quran as well, to help curb away the fatigue. You are benefiting from the barakah of listening to the Quran, and then your baby is also benefiting from the barakah of listening to the Quran, as well as you are training the brain of your baby to be attuned to the voice or to the words of Allah, to the voice of listening to the Quran, the audio in the background, and then also to the words. So what are you doing? It's like you are doing one thing, but it's like a ripple effect. You are gaining a whole lot of benefit. You are listening to the Quran to curb away your fatigue, but you are reaping a whole lot of benefit, because who knows, inshallah, your baby would come out into the world, and then it's like Quran is easy to grasp for the baby, and it's not difficult anymore. Right? So that is one of the de-stresses that I can give you if you are a Muslim and you are listening to me. All my Muslim sisters who are pregnant, Quran should be your best friend, even if you are not fatigued. But if you're fatigued, that is one of the biggest things that you can also help to de-stress yourself. All right. So I hope this is helpful as well. So another thing is making sure that your B vitamins are on par. So your B vitamins, sometimes there is not enough, especially when you are in your first trimester. You cannot really eat anything. You are thinking about morning sickness, and you are also battling your fatigue. So how are you going to eat? You cannot. But hydration is very key, like I said earlier. And then hydration, not only water, soups, but also adding herbal teas. Okay? Herbal infusion, herbal teas are very high and potent in B vitamins. Okay, like nettle, for instance. Nettle is very high in B vitamins, and then also very high in vitamin K. That also helps with blood building, because lack of blood, like I said, like iron, ferritin, all causes you to feel fatigued. So nettle is really important. It's very good. So with the consultation of your doctor, if you are seeing an OBGYN, you have to make sure that you are consulting with your doctor before you start taking any herbal supplements. But if you are seeing a midwife, there is a high possibility that your midwife is going to recommend you to start taking herbs, maybe in your last stages of your second trimester to your third trimester, to prepare for your birth. All right. So you can, suggest to your midwife if you can incorporate that. But before, even if you're listening to me and you are not yet pregnant, also, this is the time that you can start incorporating herbs, herbal infusion, and herbal teas in your nutrition, because they are just potent. They are very, very nutritive. All right. Helping you with your preconception, helping you with your fertility, with your pregnancy symptoms like nausea, vomiting, tiredness, fatigue. All right. Helping you with toning of the uterus. Okay. So there are herbs that do that. All right. So if you are interested in learning about herbs too, I can also come on to share one or two herbs that are helpful in pregnancy. But I have also launched my herbal tea blend last 2 weeks. So this is deeply nourished pregnancy tea that you can take in your pregnancy. If you are somebody who is already taking herbs, this is an amazing herbs that you can take all through your pregnancy, non-stop, even after your pregnancy. in your postpartum. But if you are somebody who has not even tried herbs before, make sure you ask your doctor, because I have red raspberry leaf. Red raspberry leaf research tells us that in the first few weeks of pregnancy, you want to not take it because it has the potential of uterine toning of the uterus. Okay, so you have to make sure that you're asking your doctor. Some doctors say yes, you can take it. Some midwives and doctors also say no, wait until your second trimester. So this is deeply nourished pregnancy tea. It is really very potent and affordable. I have nettle inside. Nettle, like I said, is like a multivitamin. And then I have red raspberry leaf. Red raspberry leaf is known to tonify your uterus for pregnancy, during pregnancy, and for childbirth. And then I have alfalfa. I have oat straw. Oat straw is really high in calcium. It's helpful for your bones and stuff like that. And then I have rose hips. Rose hips helps to revitalize you, so it gives you energy and helps to boost your blood circulation as well. So if you are interested, please check my website, thenourished.com, and I'm giving a free shipping for now, so you can check it, inshallah. All right, so the next thing is iron supplements. Some women also have found taking iron supplements very helpful, like iron supplements like Floradex. Like some women that I have spoke with, or I have recommended Floradex to, found it very helpful. Okay, it has a easily absorbable iron in it. It is not the iron that causes nausea or the iron that causes constipation. It is a bioavailable iron, so you can check that and get that if you want, or before you take any supplements. Like I'm always giving disclaimer, make sure you ask your medical team, your doctor, or your midwife. All right, and then also there is this beautiful, easy, cheap way to also increase your energy and increase your iron levels, and that is using molasses. All right, so molasses is very high in iron. It is what a lot of women used to have, like long time ago. People used to have molasses as an iron supplement, okay, or iron booster. All right, so you can check with that as well. I'm going to link that in the description box. If you're interested to check what molasses is, you can go ahead to check it when I'm done with the live. All right, so and then what else? Magnesium, right? So you can also supplement with magnesium. All right, magnesium is not so much like, you can supplement with magnesium. Make sure you also consult with your doctor, but the dosing depends on what your doctor says. All right, and then also when you take a lot of it, your body will let you know, like, you know that you are not really you are overdosing it, and you can't really overdose it, I think, right? But to make sure that you're doing the right thing, consult with your doctor, or suggest that with your doctor. If your doctor has not brought, or your midwife has not brought that up, you can also say, oh, I think do you think I can try magnesium supplements to see if that can help? So the doctor can give you a little bit of education or guidance as to how or what to do with magnesium. All right, so magnesium usually is one of the electrolytes or the minerals that you need, essential minerals that you need during pregnancy. All right, so if you are drinking or eating iron rich foods, and then also eating whole foods, then there's likelihood that you are eating magnesium foods like fruits, like fruits, whole foods like fruits, vegetables and stuff like that. But magnesium is something that you cannot really get adequately from food. So even if you try and thrive to eat a whole lot of magnesium rich foods, you still might be deficient in magnesium, right? So you try as much as possible to increase your hydration through coconut water, because coconut water has a lot of magnesium in it. Increase your hydration through bone broth and soups. You increase your hydration through herbal teas that I have mentioned. These herbal teas are very super helpful. All right. So magnesium is also one of the things that you can help yourself with fatigue. All right. So I think I have mentioned a whole bunch of stuff. And then also, what else? I think I have mentioned, if there's anything that you think I need to mention, you can let me know and I can make a sit down video. I had wanted to make a sit down video scripted, but I feel like no, I just have to come on this Sunday and then share with you as quick as possible before I can do a scripted one, because that would need like editing to make it shorter. All right, so I think that would be it. What else? Let me see. Yeah, I mentioned sunshine, I mentioned exercise, and yeah, I think that would be it. All right, so I hope this is helpful. Okay, inshallah, if you are experiencing this, like I said earlier in the video, have grace with yourself and make sure you implement one or two that I have mentioned, and may Allah help you. May this pregnancy, I pray that this pregnancy is easy. If you are nearing your third trimester or your childbirth, may your childbirth be easier. May Allah be with you and guide you with childbirth and then with parenting, inshallah. So stay healthy, stay energized, and be in the best of health and iman. I hope you share this video with other mama friends who might be experiencing this as well, or you will share it in the groups, Facebook groups or WhatsApp groups or Telegram groups that you belong to. There might be one or two mamas who are also looking for this information. And then please don't forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. And then also check out the herbal blend that I have on my website, www.thenourished.com. All right. And I hope you have a good day and a good week, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.